Have you ever sat down to do something important and felt completely, physically frozen? Like your brain just refused? You're not tired, you're not distracted, you want to start, but nothing happens. If that sounds familiar, this video might explain something you've been blaming yourself for your entire life. For decades, we've had the wrong picture of ADHD. A hyperactive kid, bouncing off walls, can't sit still for a minute. That image is wrong, and it left millions of adults, especially women, completely invisible to doctors and to themselves. A 2023 study in JAMA Psychiatry found that roughly 4 to 5% of all adults worldwide have ADHD. That's over 300 million people. Most of them don't bounce off walls. They sit quietly, in offices, in classrooms, in their own heads, struggling in silence. Here's what's actually happening in an ADHD brain. Lower dopamine levels, the chemical responsible for motivation and focus. In a normal brain, everyday tasks produce enough dopamine to keep you going. In an ADHD brain, that signal barely registers. Not because you don't care, because your brain isn't getting the chemical message to care. But here's the part nobody tells you. Give that same brain something genuinely exciting, and it locks in with laser precision for hours. This is called hyperfocus, and it's one of ADHD's most misunderstood traits. The ADHD brain isn't broken. It's differently wired.
So, 5 signs of adult ADHD that almost nobody talks about. Not the textbook ones, the quiet ones, the ones that look like personality flaws, until you understand what's actually happening. 1. Time blindness. You don't just lose track of time. Time doesn't feel real to you. An hour vanishes in what feels like minutes, or you're convinced a meeting is tomorrow when it's right now. This isn't carelessness. It's a neurological difference in time perception. The ADHD brain experiences time as now or not now, nothing in between. 2. Task initiation failure. You know exactly what you need to do. You've planned it 17 times, but starting feels physically impossible. This isn't laziness, it's called task initiation dysfunction. The ADHD brain struggles to activate on tasks that don't immediately trigger dopamine. You're not avoiding the work. Your brain is waiting for a signal that never comes. 3. Emotional explosions. A small criticism ruins your entire day. An exciting idea hijacks your afternoon completely. People call you too sensitive. What's actually happening? Your brain's emotional regulation system is directly impacted by low dopamine, making emotional control significantly harder. This is called rejection-sensitive dysphoria, and it affects nearly 99% of adults with ADHD. 4. The racing mind at rest. When everything is quiet, your brain gets loudest. At 2 a.m., your thoughts sprint in 17 directions simultaneously. You replay conversations. You plan impossible scenarios. You feel guilty about things from years ago. This isn't anxiety, though it's constantly misdiagnosed as such. It's an ADHD brain with nothing external to anchor it. 5. The shame story. After years of trying and failing at things that come effortlessly to others, you build a story that you're lazy, unreliable, broken. That story becomes the most damaging symptom of all, because it was never true. You weren't failing because you're weak. You were fighting a battle nobody told you was happening.
If you saw yourself in any of those signs, first, this is not a diagnosis. Only a professional can tell you that. But I want to say something clearly. There's a profound difference between I'm lazy and my brain processes motivation differently. One is a moral judgment you've been carrying for years. The other is the beginning of actually understanding yourself. Research shows that ADHD, when properly understood and supported, doesn't limit potential. Many of its most difficult traits, the creativity, the hyperfocus, the ability to make unexpected connections, become extraordinary strengths in the right environment. The goal isn't to fix you. The goal is to understand you. Which of these 5 signs felt most familiar? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. And if this video made you see yourself or someone you know differently, share it. You might be giving someone the first piece of an answer they've been looking for their whole life. This is Cogniqo. Stay curious.